Airdrieonians are released as the sides appear down below us from the tunnel led by the match officials. The referee Les Mottram out first, and the two teams emerge. The last nervous stages before the match, the presentation to the dignitaries to come. But it really is a marvellous setting, and there is still that something special about Hampden Park on Cup Final Day. The Tennis Scottish Cup Final of 1995 is underway. With Celtic in possession, and the tactical manoeuvring started already. Paul Jack picking up Simon Donnelly up front for Celtic. Graham Hay has the task of looking after Pierre van Hooijdonk. Here's Donnelly with Jack. And the deflection there gives the throw to Airdrie. Simon Donnelly looks over to the referee and a quiet word of complaint. So the settling-in process, crucial, particularly for Airdrie perhaps. Celtic coming into the game with all the responsibilities on them though. They're the side who have to make things happen here. Donnelly's foul on Paul Jack. Simon Donnelly's only started one match since the Coca-Cola Cup final in November. That was against Rangers on the 7th of May. He's been sub on 5 occasions since then, but a remarkable turnaround in his fortunes. Steve Cooper under pressure from McKinley. Andy Smith. Likes pass. Here's Smith again. Lawrence is quick, so too is Boyd. And a late tackle there by Tom Boyd. The free kick's been given. Boyd trying to influence the referee by suggesting there was a dive.
It was a good pass initially, and Alan Lawrence uses his pace, and I don't think Tommy Boyd can have any real complaints about that. But it's an early warning to Celtic. They're not here to make up the numbers.
Paul Harvey's free kick. Van Hooijdonk back in defence, clearing for Celtic. Well, that wide position, free kicks from there for Airdrie can certainly be troublesome with Andy Smith, Steve Cooper and Graham Hay in the box. Jimmy Boyle has the throw. There's Sanderson. First involvement there for Bonner, who did very well to hold on under pressure from Cooper. Kept his eye on the ball all the time.
It's an early little confidence booster for Celtic, because it's always nice to see your goalkeeper come out and take things like that convincingly, and Pat Bonner did it very well.
There's Mark McNally turning it away. Well, we had some thoughts on what the formations might be, Billy. How do you see the game shaping up?
Well, I think Airdrie have just settled into that formation where they've got two players picking up the Celtic front players, with Jimmy Sanderson dropping off. It makes the game that bit longer for them, but it makes them difficult to break through. And what Celtic, I think, have got to do, they've got to look for some cross runs from the front player, and they've got to look for that switch of play ball that puts the ball in behind the markers and draws Jimmy Sanderson out of position.
John Martin's clearance. Celtic playing with their familiar back four formation. Vata at right back, McNally and Boyd in central defence, McKinley at left back. Brian McLaughlin started the match wide on the right, being marked by Sandy Stewart. Back to Collins. Here's Van Hooijdonk. Space now for Vata. There's McLaughlin ahead, closely marked though by Stewart. This is McStay. Good work there by Stewart and Black for Airdrie. Graham Hay having to work very hard there, and the challenge came from Simon Donnelly. Graham Hay, the only part-time player in the field, is a building society manager. John Martin, 36 years old, the Airdrie goalkeeper since 1980. He joined the club from Tranent Juniors, and he's been a marvellous servant throughout that time. An odd occasion when managers have tried to bring in another goalkeeper, but he's seen them all off over these years. Andy Smith's header, that was Boyd. Well, again, for the moment, being compressed into the middle area of the field. Paul Jack having to work hard on Simon Donnelly. That's Van Hooijdonk, a very good pass. This is McKinley in space. And good tidying up work there by Kenny Black, who matched Paul McStay's run into the box for Celtic. Very experienced player.
This is exactly the type of thing that Celtic have got to do. They've got to play balls in behind the central defenders, and Kenny Black does well to get back there and match Paul McStay's run. But there's going to be a big onus on him to prevent Paul McStay from making that run into the box.
Tosh McKinley's corner, a clear header there from McNally. The golden opportunity goes a-begging for Celtic. No one picked him up.
It's really careless defending here from here, because Mark McNally's allowed a clear passage there and really should be hitting the target with that header, because he's not got an awful lot to do to meet the ball, and he really should have hit the target there.
Well, what a difference that might have made to the run of the game. Smith doing well again in the air for Airdrie. This is Bata. Samuelson back. No frills about Jimmy Sanderson defensively, takes no chances. Came off Hardy for the Celtic throw. Well, Airdrie had the clear thought about surviving for the opening 15 to 20 minutes, and had that goal gone in from Mark McNally's head, then the plans would have been in some disarray. Van Hooijdonk wins that from McLaughlin. This is Collins. Grant in the anchor role in central midfield. Van Hooijdonk's way off, that's McLaughlin. Neat bit of play again. Turned away by Paul Jack. Well, Brian McLaughlin is likely the player to provide that extra bit of penetration for Celtic in attack.
He does so very well in this situation, young Brian McLaughlin. It takes the player, defender uncomfortable. Really, he should be doing an awful lot more than that for a final ball, and that's one of the things that he's got to rectify in his game.
The corner kick again being taken, an in-swinger by Tosh McKinley. Allowed to run away there for the throw to Airdrie. A little bit of gusting wind around the stadium making life difficult, but Sandy Stewart's experience vital to Airdrie, that marking role on McLaughlin. Here's Stewart now to receive the throw out. I think he does have a very important role this afternoon, Stewart, because Brian McLaughlin's the kind of player who can break up a man-marking system by going past a couple of defenders. Free kick conceded there by McNally. Steve Cooper was the player who was challenging. Steve Cooper determined to add a Hampden goal to the Wembley one he scored in the Leyland Daft Trophy final. 10-year over against Birmingham City, 1991. Gets up very well indeed for that. Celtic defence standing firm. Boyd in that new central defensive role, performing very well indeed for Celtic. Jimmy Sanderson coming forward here, offering himself to receive the throw, then changes his mind and goes back. By Lloyd, there's Boyle again. Burnley sending that long, there's no one forward for Celtic, and Peter Grant has made a run of fully 50 yards to put pressure on Sanderson. It's picked up well by Collins. Space on the right for Bata. McLaughlin inside him, now it goes outside. There's Kenny Black making a very good challenge, well-timed tackle. Here's Bata now with the throw for Celtic. McLaughlin sends over a good cross, that's awkward. Jimmy Boyle scrambles the ball away, but only as far as McKinley. That's for Van Hooijdonk. Great header! And Celtic are ahead! Pierre Van Hooijdonk scores his 8th goal in Celtic colours and sets the cup final alight.
This has been typical of the Celtic play so far, because the views on either side well. Tosh McKinley gets in a tremendous cross there, and Van Hooijdonk gets up brilliantly, meets it perfectly, really gives the goalkeeper no chance. But Celtic have used both flanks very well in the early stages, and obviously Van Hooijdonk there has shown the threat that he possesses. Tremendous start for Celtic.
The perfect start for Celtic, and their huge support brought to life by that outstanding header from Pierre Van Hooijdonk. The delivery from McKinley was superb, and now Airdrie have a real problem. The goal coming after just 9 minutes. Well, it was a very poor clearance from Brian McLaughlin's initial cross, which allowed McKinley to send that across, and Graham had no answers to Van Hooijdonk there for the high ball. Well, Pierre Van Hooijdonk was looking forward tremendously to this occasion. One of the reasons he came to Scotland to join Celtic was that he hoped to be involved in occasions like this frequently, and then, of course, in European football after that. And that's what a win on either side this afternoon would mean. A place in the European Cup Winners' Cup next season. Well, Tommy Bond certainly taking nothing for granted. Instructions coming from him and from Billy Stark. Good strong tackle there by Black on McStay. Came off McStay last, so Airdrie have possession. Well, this has the prospect really of opening out the final.
Well, that's right. Obviously, I think wanted to contain Celtic in the early stages of it, but they've got no option but to come out and get something back. But Celtic, really, in fairness, I think were entitled to that early goal because they started convincingly. They used both flanks very well. They've had some good crosses in, and obviously the threat that Van Hooijdonk possesses appeared there, and they got the goal. But I think it's no more than they deserve for the good start.
Now Celtic have to defend out against this Airdrie corner kick. Little piece of land is just outside the quarter circle, but no exception is taken. There was a problem there for Bonner. There was no free kick there. He thinks he was fouled. The referee doesn't agree. So that was a chance for Airdrie.
Well, they do possess this threat there. We've got a couple of big lads there, and really I don't think Pat Bonner can complain there. He was always short of the cross, and really can have no complaints about that decision.
Three survivors from the Celtic 1990 Cup final side, along with Peter Grant and Paul McStay. That was the match lost on penalty kicks to Aberdeen. Van Hooijdonk holding off Hay. Brought down by Smith. And there's trouble here for Kenny Black. He drove the ball against Van Hooijdonk on the ground, and referee Mottram is taking action here. Well, you can see he's not impressed by that decision, but it was a foolish act on the part of Black. Andy Smith was the original culprit. The yellow card is for Black. So Celtic's free kick. This gives Celtic the opportunity now to relax and put some passes together. They know their supporters will be totally relieved about that opening goal. Pressure should be relieved somewhat. This is McLaughlin switching to the left. Steve Cooper back deep inside his own half, fouled as he tried to play that forward, so Airdrie have a free kick. Now Steve Cooper, a man who is playing for his 11th club, joining Airdrie at the age of 29, Birmingham, Halifax, Mansfield, Newport, Plymouth, Barnsley, Tranmere, Peterborough, Wigan, and then York before coming here in October of '94. Now McKinley. Asking rather a lot with that attempt to play the ball up the line. So throw to Airdrie, and food for thought for Alec MacDonald on the Airdrie bench. Discussion there with John Binney. Helped on by Grant. Fouled by Donnelly, leaning into Jack, turning him off the ball. The youngest player in the field, Simon Donnelly, just 20 years old. The youngest player on the Airdrie side is Andy Smith at 26 and a half, so a very experienced lineup. Led in by Boyle. Slightly misjudged by McNally, but he got just enough on that. clearing header. This is Black. Hay takes over. Scored from behind by McNally for the goal kick. Graham Hay getting some instructions there from the bench. Tough task looking after Pierre Van Hooijdonk this afternoon. Ten shutouts in 24 matches this season until today for Pat Bonner. Flick on by McLaughlin, that's Hay. Nally getting to the pitch of the ball as early as he could there, to turn it away. Airdrie trying to force the way back into the match quickly. Don't want Celtic to settle in the lead. Handball by Van Hooijdonk. Stand side linesman, John Fleming, drawing out the attention of the referee. Sanderson with a free kick. Well won by McKinley. Donnelly's head up to Grant. Paul Jack very quick, getting back there. Sanderson again trying a long ball aimed for Steve Cooper. Well, seeking out the front two early always Jimmy Sanderson. Header again. There's Sanderson breaking. Harvey outpaced comfortably there by Boyd. A huge asset at the back. Boyd's immense pace. There's Boyle. Well tackled by McKinley. Grant now leads the counter-attack. That's for Donnelly. Sanderson getting back there. Well, Sanderson made no contact at all with the ball there, and Simon Donnelly claiming the advantage rule should have been applied. Well, a remarkable challenge that by Sanderson.
It was initially a good pass from Peter Grant, but I can't believe it. I think what he was trying to do was go for the ball and bring it back with him. But I think the referee's wrong to stop the play there, because the advantage definitely went to Celtic.
Well, Simon Donnelly clearly frustrated there, but the free kick will now be taken by John Collins. Misunderstanding in the box there between Barta and Van Hooijdonk. It meant the far post area was vacant when the ball arrived. Stay in a tackle there with each other. Grant's long ball kept in play here by John Martin. Martin, one of 6 survivors from the 1992 Cup final side for Airdrie, along with Jimmy Boyle, Paul Jacks, Andy Stewart, Alan Lawrence and Andy Smith, who came on as sub and scored an excellent goal. Collins plays it long, he's caught late by Andy Smith. Collins recovers quickly. That's Boyle. Well, McNally had lots of time there. He didn't get a call to turn that back to his goalkeeper. I thought he might have had. Harvey pushing forward more and more now for Airdrie from midfield to join the front two. And Van Hooijdonk penalised, I think correctly there, barging into Hay while the ball was in the air. Well, Graham Hay had to take holidays from his full-time employment to prepare for the final. Sanderson directing traffic. Looking for Cooper, and Cooper guilty of pinning down McNally while the ball was in the air. You can tell from that he doesn't agree.
Oh, that's right, you can see him grappling with Mark McNally there, and really, he's got no real chance of getting that ball cleanly, and he's upset for nothing, really.
Slightly mistimed jump there by Hay, but he's enough there to concede the throw. Now you have the feeling here that the next goal would have a huge bearing on the game. If Celtic could get a second goal and build up that cushion, they may well go on to a comfortable performance, whereas Airdrie could change things dramatically if they could snatch an equaliser. They won't lack anything in terms of determination and courage. No free kick there as Boyd stands up to Cooper. And there's going to be more trouble for an Airdrie player here. Les Mottram, the referee, having words with Jimmy Boyle. He's given a free kick to Celtic. A clash with Collins. So Boyd has Van Hooijdonk with the target up front in the inside right channel. Stays strong and determined. Away from Black. Clumsy touch there, under pressure, conceding the goal kick. It certainly looks to be a new man now, Billy. Had some troubles earlier in the season after that Coca-Cola Cup defeat, but he really seems to be back to normal.
Well, that's right. He's a very proud person, and obviously he's out to prove all his critics wrong. But what's helped now here in actual fact is the fact that Celtic are stretching the game. They're pulling Brian McLaughlin very wide on one side, John Collins on the other. It's allowing a whole big area in that midfield area there, and I think it's difficult for Kenny Black and Andy Smith to deal with. And Paul McStay, with his energy and his restless ability to run at the opposition, is getting lots and lots of room.
Cooper's header was a good one. Harvey was caught late there. That's a free kick. Very quick feet, Paul Harvey. Excellent close control. Collected that brilliantly from Cooper's header. That was caught late by Boyd. So Airdrie have the free kick. The big men are up. Hay joining Smith and Cooper. Jimmy Boyle lights it in. And Neil Cooper colliding there with Paul McStay. While the ball was in the air, Cooper thinks he was fouled. So does Alec MacDonald. Well, I wonder what the replay shows here.
There's a possibility there. I've seen penalty kicks given for less than that in the past, but in fairness to Leslie Morton, was up with play, good clear sight of the whole thing, and saw nothing untoward.
Clear misses there is Steve Cooper to say no more. He certainly agreed, the big Englishman up front. He's not happy at all, Airdrie centre forward. Bonner wants some movement. Peter Grant in the centre circle is telling him to get on with it. There's Black. Walked by McStay. Alec MacDonald very unhappy indeed about the refereeing. That's the clear indication there. Boyd going around the back of McNally there. It broke from Lawrence. The spin will keep the ball in play, I think. Well, turned out eventually by Lawrence. Well, there's plenty of movement down there on both benches. Neither management teams entirely happy, Billy.
No, that's right. I think from Airdrie's point of view, their game plan obviously involves Paul Harvey quite a bit, that he drops off from the front two, picks up balls midfield, and because Airdrie haven't had an awful lot of possession, they haven't been able to get the ball to it, because really they look for Alan Lawrence making those breaks in behind defenders, and without a decent pass or two they haven't managed that. But you know, Celtic started well, but just at the last 5 minutes or so the game's become a bit scrappy.
Good play from Airdrie. There's Lawrence. Good block by Bonner. Superb football there in the build-up. And the offside flag halting any further progress, but Alan Lawrence there released by a magnificent piece of play involving Cooper and Harvey in the build-up. Celtic were opened up all right.
Almost spoke too soon there, because no sooner had it said that than Well, we got a good pass, and Alan Lawrence showed his ability there. Good save by Pat Bonner.
Stewart's clearance. Harvey can't reach that. That's McNally returning the ball. Well, Donnelly's the player penalised. A bit of jostling there while the ball was in the air. Still a little bit scrappy and untidy in the middle of the field. So here's Sanderson again with that long flighted ball, looking for Steve Cooper's head. Stewart back to Black. Stewart well forward again. This is Lawrence. Taken out there by McNally. He'll be booked for that. A rash challenge, and perhaps reflecting a timing problem a player can have after a lengthy layoff from top team duty.
Well, I think there is that, but you know, it's really slight defending because Alan Lawrence is not really going anywhere in that position. If he runs alongside him, ushers into that byline, he wouldn't have been in any difficulty.
Here's Lawrence again. It's a good spell from Airdrie. Headed away by Vata. It's Collins, who hasn't really been much involved in the play so far. That's a tribute to the Airdrie tactics. Goal kick to Celtic. A little bit of discussion going on among the players at the back. There's Pat Bonner having words with Rudy Vata. Well, Vata playing at right back. Hadn't played in the first team this season until the month of March. And he's only missed a couple of starts since then, coming on as substitute. Players grouped around that centre circle for Bonner's kick out. And Hoydonk going to touch on. That's Sanderson again. Trying to make full use of the aerial power and the strength of Steve Cooper with these long balls from back to front, with the quick men around like Lawrence and the quick feet of Harvey to support him. A very important player to Airdrie, Steve Cooper. Good play from McStay. This is McLaughlin. Collins wide on the left. Target there was Donnelly. Nimble play again from Sandy Stewart. One well by Grant. The pass finds Van Hooydonk offside. Very close indeed though. Good tackle started that off from Peter Grant.
It was a good tackle from Peter Grant here, and quickly looks up, and I'm not convinced that Van Hooydonk was offside.
Well, clearly from that 18-yard line replay camera, not offside. Looking up the linesman though. This is Lawrence running straight into Vata. McStay takes over. McLaughlin has been given a roving commission. McStay couldn't get there in time. Celtic's throw though. Well, interesting attacking options for both sides, with the big centre forward and the small man playing off him. Donnelly doing that with Hooydonk, Van Hooydonk for Celtic, and Lawrence with Cooper for Airdrie. Vata to Van Hooydonk. There's Kenny Black, not enough space there on the flank. Well, one of the important aspects of the match, Billy, surely was for Celtic to match Airdrie's commit, and they seem to have done that quite well.
Well, I think certainly, for me, Celtic looked the more committed team in the early stage, and it's only really in the last 5 minutes or so that Airdrie's really got to grips with the game. And I think that was, Celtic found it comparatively easy to find the spaces on the pitch. Airdrie have now started to shut those spaces down. Alec McDonald's been out there dugout telling his players to tighten up, to allow Jimmy Sanderson to play free at the back. And that's what's obviously made the game that little bit scrappy at this present time.
So Rudy Vata takes this free kick. Tosh McKinley calls the ball over on the far side. Jimmy Boyle's the marker for John Collins. He certainly has kept the Scotland midfield star quiet so far in the match. That's Collins though. McNally. Van Hooijdonk. Donnelly. Well, just no one at all in that far side of the box for Celtic. By no means a bad ball from Simon Donnelly, an out-swinging cross from that area. Just took the goalkeeper out. So further instructions from Tommy Barnes. Unorthodox from Boyd, but effective. Picking up his knee there. This is Paul McStay. Good running by McKinley. Strong challenge made there by Sandy Stewart on Brian McLaughlin. Ricochet gives the throw to Airdrie. It'll be taken by Jimmy Boyle. He knows every blade of grass in this pitch, having played for Queen's Park for 5 years before joining Airdrie. Smith caught there by Tosh McKinley's boot. Dangerous play, an indirect free kick to Airdrie. So Andy Smith makes his way into the penalty box. Use his aerial power beside Cooper. Jimmy Boyle fighting that in. Handed away by McNally to Sanderson. A great effort on the volley. Well, it will be a tremendous occasion to score your first goal of the season. That's what Sanderson was trying to do there.
He's in the perfect position to pick up this clearance, and really strikes his shot as well as he would expect to. Just off the target, but I do have the feeling that Pat Bonner had that covered.
There's Alan Lawrence. Helping out wide for Boyle, advantage will applied. Awkward for McStay, he needed help from Boyd. Sanderson trying to play football from the back there. Graham Hay back to the high ball forward. It's Lawrence underneath that. There's Black. Trying to pick out a striker with that lofted pass forward. Kenny Black not happy at all. Well, Alec MacDonald, the Airdrie manager, thoroughly agitated down below us. He really is not at all happy with his team's performance in this first half. So Airdrie trying to win enough possession to create and cause problems for Celtic. Celtic for the moment looking very comfortable in this lead. Sandy Stewart's header goes straight to Collins. He's immediately challenged by Boyle. Donnelly to McLaughlin. Now McKinley. Collins has gone inside. That's good running by McKinley. That's great play by Tosh McKinley. You can see the defenders reluctant to tackle him inside the box as he made for the byline.
It was a good run by Tosh McKinley here, but at one stage John Collins got himself free and he was expecting it, and I think Tosh McKinley was prepared to use him as a decoy.
Oh, dangerous ball flashed across the 6-yard box there. Steve Cooper was the player back defending for Airdrie. Easing that back to Martin. McNally's header. There's no offside. Donnelly was coming back, having closed down John Martin in goal. Now John Martin comprehensively beaten by Pierre Van Hooijdonk's splendid header in 9 minutes, but that apart, not trouble too often. Lawrence turned it away, so it's a throw to Celtic. There are indications in the Celtic ranks they're really quite happy with this 1-goal lead. There's no real urgency about taking set pieces and throws and I wonder, Billy, if that is the correct approach.
Well, I think undoubtedly they're trying to take the sting out of the game. They've got the early goal, they've got that cushion. They want to settle the game down, start making passes, start getting a bit of width about the game again. But Airdrie are pushing up now. They're trying to get their game plan in order, and they're pushing up, they're having a go, and Celtic find it difficult just at this minute to get the passing game going.
Pierre van Hooijdonk has gone down to the far side of the field. He appears to require treatment. That's why Pat Bonner has launched the ball out. So the big Dutchman waits for some attention here from Ryan Scott, the Celtic physio. Well, the pace at which Brian Scott approaches suggests he's hoping, I think, the centre forward will recover by the time he gets there. And that appears to be the case. Well, difficult times for the Airdrie supporters. Coming here with real hopes of cup final success. Graham Hay has a problem with a contact lens. The physio Ian Constable is there to help him replace the lens. Well, the Celtic supporters cautiously optimistic, I think, at this stage that things are going the way they want. So referee Mottram comes across to check if Graham Hay has managed to replace the lens. Well, as I can tell you, it's not a thing to be doing in a hurry. Let's hope it doesn't start his eyes watering as they are replaced for a little time. He's ready to resume. Well, one certainty I think here is that referee Mottram will add on all additional time. He certainly broke the record at the World Cup in the United States last year, adding 13 minutes to one World Cup match involving Nigeria. Some anxiety, I think, about Pierre van Hooijdonk's capacity to continue in the match. Celtic substitutes are warming up, and it looks as though Pierre van Hooijdonk is going to be withdrawn. Seems to have damaged a muscle in the hamstring area. And Willie Faulkner is being prepared for action. Donnelly caught there by Jack. It's a free kick to Celtic. McKinley forward. Here's Donnelly. Next day under pressure from Black. Sanderson's clearance. Lawrence is on his own for Airdrie up front at the moment. That's a good turn to wait for support. Black helps it on. Here's Sanderson well forward. Now Stewart. Under pressure there. Here's McLaughlin. Misunderstanding there with Peter Grant, I think. Sandy Stewart doing very well for Airdrie. It's the Airdrie throw. Lawrence again. Barta to Van Hooijdonk. The touch was clumsy. It may well be his last involvement in the play. The Dutch striker is being withdrawn. So off goes Pierre Van Hooijdonk, the man who scored that splendid opening goal in 9 minutes. And he is replaced by Willie Faulkner. He scored for Aberdeen in the 1987 League Cup final, but finished on the losing side. Today's challenge, there's Ryan McLaughlin. Well, it's a flatter spell in the match from the Celtic point of view at this stage, going towards half-time. Yeah, Van Hooydonk may well have done enough to earn a cup winner's medal. Donnelly's pass collected here by Sandy Stewart. Lawrence. Away from Bata. Harvey inside. Hoping, I think, to catch Lawrence in the continued run from the left. Very nimble and elusive up front, Lawrence.
Yeah, bit by bit, Airdrie crept into the game, and we see Alan Lawrence here. He's looking to pick up Harvey, and they've started to get a little bit of space just outside the Celtic penalty area, and that must be disconcerting for Tommy Burns.
Well, it's all had the effect of quietening down the Celtic support, who are enjoying the opening quarter of this match, but I don't think they're quite so contented now. And the Airdrie ball once again. Well, this cup final is very much alive. Airdrie are in this with a chance still, without question. Alec MacDonald checks his watch to see how long there is to half time. Stewart's throw. This is Stewart again. Boy at the back, Paul McStay has gone down injured. He's taken a knock, I think, from which you expect him to recover. McLaughlin goes wandering, gets the break of the ball off Cooper. Here's Tosh McKinlay. The aerial threat now comes from Faulkner. He's got into the Van Hooydonk roll. There's Barton. Longley ahead, well challenged by Jack. Right, switches the players, good play from Celtic. Here's Tosh McKinlay. And Jimmy Sanderson spotted the threat coming there from a former Hearts teammate. Steve Cooper winning that from Boyd. Grant was quick enough to get there ahead of Lawrence. Calm play there from Pat Bonner. Value of experience, clear again. Faulkner helps it on. Donnelly is offside, although I suspect the referee might have given a free kick against Faulkner. Whistle certainly went quickly.
It was an interesting aspect because Jimmy Sanderson had ventured forward when that happened and he was out of position, so every defender's wisely just stepped out. There you are, you can see he's clearly gone offside.
The player now receiving treatment is Celtic captain Paul McStay. Damaged right arm. That's the problem. Perhaps requiring some reassurance from Brian Scott that there's no significant damage. Free kick to be taken by the Airdrie captain, Jimmy Sanderson. Andy Smith got a touch on. McNally in good position though for Celtic. That's McStay. Faulkner beaten by Hay. This is McLaughlin. Retains possession very well indeed. There's McLaughlin. His 21st block of this one. Giving that away though. Here's Donnelly. Now McLaughlin. Well, once again, the most persistent criticism of Brian McLaughlin is his final pass in wide positions, and there's real justification for that criticism.
It's real careless defending, and Simon Donnelly spots Brian McLaughlin. Lovely little ball inside, but a wasted final pass eventually.
Stay in black. Tough collision again. Both players acknowledging the other was going for the ball, fair and square, and there's no malice at all. Faulkner using his strength to hold off Hay. Harvey nips the ball away from Paul McStay. Certainly not attractive football at the moment, but it's a very important phase in the final. Closing stages of the first half. So Airdrie have the decision this time, and Graham is still in a little bit of trouble with that left eye. So we're into injury time at the end of the first half. There'll be quite a bit of that. The game could go on sometime yet before the interval. Well, it's a good turn by Stewart. He was caught by McLaughlin, and that was down to the clever play of Sandy Stewart. That's what produced that bad tackle from McLaughlin. So a chance for Airdrie late in the first half to equalise on this free kick. And Mark McNally got a very important touch there, but still the pressure remains on the Celtic defence. And Airdrie really have done extremely well to force their way back into this match after that early setback provided by Van Hooydonk's goal. Paul Harvey will take this. Queuing up for the header there, and Pat Bonner stayed in his line. It's another corner kick. Well, we're queuing up there, and Bonner took the decision to stay on his goal line. He might have been punished for that.
They do have this threat there, and they're not. Big Andy Smith's not all that far away from getting a good header on target there.
There's Kenny Black, near post ball, won well by Faulkner. There's Donnelly. Now Vata. That's a good pass from McLaughlin. He's on his own for the moment. Needs support through the middle. Jimmy Sanderson trying to slow him down there. And once again, McLaughlin's final pass lets him down. There's another chance here to cause some problems. More orthodox ball. Grant looking there for Vata. Almost a good ball, that. Vata well forward, supporting the attack. So we've had a couple of minutes now of stoppage time, and there could be more of that. Referee Mottram allows the play to continue as Lawrence chases. Boyd makes sure he can't get the ball across, but Lawrence has done well to earn another corner kick. It's a good closing spell from Airdrie in the first half. Back now with Boyle. That's towards Cooper, and again McNally did well, matching him with a header. Kenny Black again. Andy Smith has gone up front, looking for the throw. Back to Black with a quick cross. Faulkner back defending. Celtic will be very happy to hear the half-time whistle. Here's Andy Smith. Stay to Donnelly. He's tackled from the back by Sandy Stewart. There won't be time for the free kick. The half-time whistle is gone. That good spell from Airdrie has not produced an equaliser, and at half-time it's Airdrie 0, Celtic 1. Thank you, Dougie. Yes, the second half about to start, and there have been no further changes made by either side. Just Willie Faulkner for Pierre Van Hooijdonk. That apart, the subs remain on the bench. And it's Paul Harvey there with Steve Cooper, who start the second half. And it will be very interesting to see what changes may have been made tactically. There's no obvious alteration in the Celtic formation for the start of the second half. But there must be concern, I would imagine, about the fact that John Collins in particular has been so well policed by Jimmy Boyle. Paul McStay also has been matched by Kenny Black. There's Mark McNally resisting a temptation to head back towards his goalkeeper. The free kick given against Donnelly. So free kick which Jimmy Boyle will take, and Airdrie will looking to start the second half the way they ended the first. This time bleep there by Cooper. This is Sandy Stewart. Back towards Black. Grant to McLaughlin. Faulkner goes to the right. On the left is Donnelly, matched by the pace of Jack. Deceptively quick, Paul Jack. Wasn't going to lose that race. Back it comes to McKinley. There's McLaughlin again. Starting the match on the right touchline. He's already on the left. And dropped to the ground by Jack. So the free kick has McKinley and Collins over the ball. Collins getting some respite from Jimmy Boyle's attentions. Donnelly hoping to reach the byline there, and he's stopped by Sanderson. Here's Steve Cooper. Strong defending initially by Boyd. Well, the decision goes Airdrie's way, and there will be a hold-up before the game can continue. Jimmy Sanderson now has suffered an injury. The left knee is the problem. So on comes the physio, Ian Constable. And a further delay in the proceedings. It has been a stop-start kind of match so far. Hasn't been able to flow, and that really, Billy, couldn't be in the interest of Celtic to have the game stopping and starting so much.
No, that's right, but I think we're in for an interesting second half, and I do feel that Alec McDonald will be pleased with the way his team finished that first half. I think what he'll be looking for, just a little bit more, he'll be looking for Steve Cooper and Al Lawrence to push the Celtic defenders as deep as he can, so that it allows that little bit of space just behind those front players for Paul Harvey to pick up the ball. And if he can pick it up there and start threading passes through to Al Lawrence, then Celtic will have difficulties. Equally, they indicated in the first half that cross balls could be a problem. They've got a bit of height in the ranks, and if they get some good deliveries, then I think Celtic could be in trouble. Equally, Tommy Burns will have enforced his opinion that his players have maybe got to compete just that little bit more than they did latterly.
So anxious time still for Billy Stark and Tommy Burns there as Sanderson recovers. Doesn't appear to be entirely happy yet. Airdrie throw taken there by Boyle. Harvey forward, that's Lawrence. Not enough room there to work that pass to Andy Smith. Well, Lawrence turned out to be a key man up front for Airdrie in the closing stage of that first half. Headed well against Faulkner. This is Collins. Space on the far side for Bata. McLaughlin comes short. McStay goes on the outside. And Donnelly offered himself inside, but Bata couldn't pick out any of his teammates. Well, that's been a feature of the play, the way in which Celtic have had men in good forward positions without making a good telling pass from there. Here's Peter Grant, hustled by Smith. Bata to Donnelly, that's good play. McLaughlin, Donnelly again. Two youngsters up front combining well. That's good play by Donnelly. Aiming for McLaughlin, a dummy in the end. Here's Faulkner. Grant to Collins. McKinley goes wide. Faulkner's headed again. It's controlled well by Jimmy Boyle. It was a pass back though. That's why it had to be taken first time by Martin. And Bata takes no chances. Kenny Black's header. McNally had to get there ahead of Lawrence, or Celtic would have been in trouble. Grant to McStay. Well, if Grant with an injury doubt, that hefty challenge from Kenny Black would have caused no problem. It didn't, so he is clearly fully fit. McLaughlin taken on the back by Jack, and this time the referee will take action. Well, it certainly was a challenge from the back as Jack came in through the legs there of McLaughlin.
It's always difficult when you're in that marking role because you don't want your opponent to get the ball, but I think Paul Jack might have been better advised just to stand off that there. He had no chance of getting the ball.
There's Collins. And that was turned over by Martin. Well, John Martin appeared to react late to that. I wonder if he thought initially it was going well over the top.
Well, John Collins hasn't had a big impact in the game, but he tests the goalkeeper just to indicate that, to remind him that he can hit the ball from there.
Jimmy Boyle battling hard there with both Collins and McKinley. Free kick goes to Airdrie, and Airdrie want to make a change. I wonder if injury has brought this about. There has been some anxiety about the injury position, but no, it is Paul Harvey who's being withdrawn. He'll not be pleased about that, I suspect. The man who won the quarter-final all on his own against Raith Rovers makes his way to the bench beyond his manager. Tony Smith has come on. Smith is pushed forward wide on the left for Airdrie, trying to stretch that Celtic defence. Donnelly did well, laying that back to Collins. Donnelly's return pass, here's Collins again, colliding with Paul Jack. Well, a little flash there of John Collins, and that must be encouraging for Celtic.
Well, John Collins has certainly made an impact, and here we see a nice little 1-2. And I suppose that's really good defending because Paul Jack stands up to the challenge. Might have been penalised outfield, but I don't think it was that serious an offence.
McNally heading it away. Throw to Airdrie. Well, that changes the pattern of play for Airdrie, that substitution. Paul Harvey had that floating role behind the front two and wasn't really making a big enough impact clearly for Alec MacDonald. Away by Boyd. Here's Smith. Trying to set up a shooting chance there for Stewart. This is Donnelly. And now Collins. Boyd. Overshooting Brian McLaughlin. Tony Smith, 21 years old, released by Hearts 2 years ago, replacing Paul Harvey. That's Boyd. Faulkner with Hay. Black finding Stewart. Smith wants the ball played short, but Black takes over in midfield. Good play by Stewart. Tony Smith out of luck. Played in the same Motherwell Boys Club team as Brian McLaughlin of Celtic. Headed on there by Jimmy Sanderson. That's Grant. Chase here for Faulkner. He's done well to reach that. Allowed to go by Hay. Headed chance here for Collins. Totally unmarked. Well, that could have won the cup finally for Celtic. The diving header from Collins.
Yeah, it's a terrific ball into the middle there, and Jimmy Boyle was delighted because he just allowed John Collins to run into that box, and really I think John Collins will be disappointed that he didn't hit the target. Here we see him, he runs away, he's left his marker, really should have hit the target there.
Celtic's top goal scorer of the season with 12 goals, also 4 international goals for Scotland. It's a very difficult time in this final, getting some freedom from Jimmy Boyle. Alan Lawrence now, the latest player to require some attention. So once again, the flow of the play is broken up here. Well, a let off without question for Airdrie there, and Alec MacDonald will know that only too well. He'll be very disappointed with the marking. Initially, the way Willie Faulkner found space.
Yeah, that looks a sore one, doesn't it? Though they would miss him if he's injured and got to go off, because he does supply that little threat of pace that's often so important. But really, I think Alec MacDonald at this stage will be disappointed, because his team seemed to have lost the impetus that they had in the second part of the first half.
So Lawrence happily fit to resume. Willie Faulkner's header. There's McStay. McLaughlin back to Vata. Graham Hay stood up well to that dummy from Willie Faulkner. McNally settling in now. Well, Andy Smith gesticulating there towards the referee after the throw was given to Celtic. A sort of gesture that can earn a yellow card and cause problems for the player. Another free kick. Sandy Stewart was the victim of that challenge. There's Sanderson taking a free kick quickly, looking for Lawrence. McNally is there. This is Smith. Now McStay. Good pass from defence. This is Grant. Hustled all the way by Andy Smith. Grant did well. This is McStay again. Donnelly. McKinley. Bit of wrestling going on between Donnelly and Jack as Jimmy Boyle turns the ball out for a throw. Simon Donnelly complaining his jersey was being held all the time there. The referee's had a quiet word with Paul Jack about that. Faulkner. Tackled well by Hay. Graham Hay joined Airdrie from Clydebank in January '94 along with Paul Harvey. Good piece of business for Airdrie. Good elusive running by Donnelly. Needs some help now though. Eased out of that by Andy Smith. That's one for Smith to chase. Tony Smith, that is. And Bartha did well. He had the break of the ball to help as well. Here's Brian McLaughlin. Well, he was casual as he arrived at the ball there. He certainly has had plenty of possession, the little Celtic player. And there will be another hold-up here. This time it's Paul Jack who requires some assistance from the physio. Ankle damage for Paul Jack. Joined the club from Arbroath and has been an excellent servant over the past 6 years. And the Celtic supporters waiting anxiously, I think, for this match to end. It hasn't been the kind of flowing performance they would have been hoping for, especially after the boost provided by Pierre Van Hooydonk's opening goal. The supporters still looking on hopefully, but let's have another look at Peter Grant in possession here under the most severe pressure from Andy Smith. Now, he didn't react badly to that, kept his eye on the ball, knew exactly where Smith was, and picked out McStay. Sanderson. Apologising there to Tony Smith for the way in which that ball flew over his head. I can't imagine that Celtic will be content to allow the match to continue with this one-goal lead in this fashion. They will surely, Billy, want to take a grip of it again and dictate the play.
Well, I don't think there's any doubt about that. A one-goal lead is too fragile to sit on, and really Celtic will be wanting to develop the play, get a real stranglehold in midfield and start to get the front players involved in the game.
Tosh McKinley's throw. Faulkner did well. This is Donnelly. Just no space at all for Donnelly or Collins. There is space now for Sandy Stewart though. It's held up there by Paul McStay, and a free kick goes against the Celtic captain, and a really share his little sense of disbelief there. Didn't appear to do very much wrong. So approaching the hour mark now. Celtic still with a vital lead. Airdrie showing growing belief that they can save the match, still win the cup. Well now, Pat Boyle forced it there to come to no harm with that error of judgment. They've lost the ball in flight.
Yeah, I was just about to say that it was a wasted free kick, and Pat Boyle got himself underneath it and really gave possession back to Airdrie.
Boyle forward, there's Lawrence, won by McKinley. Plenty of time here for Boyd. Sanderson playing much further forward now, pushing into midfield. Rudy Vartas clearing header. Clear up the line by McKinley, turned away by Boyle. So John Collins waiting to take the throw, and perhaps happy to leave that to Tosh McKinley. Well, Collins will certainly know Jimmy Boyle very well before the end of this match. Black to Boyle. Smith. And that's overhit to the far side. Well, they're certainly battling hard. Alec MacDonald has some instructions to give. He's getting a query from Jimmy Boyle, but still not able to make a real impact up front against the Celtic defence. Paulson did well again, so did Donnelly. Chase here for Kenny Black. He's closed down very well by McStay, and Jack made a very important tackle there in McLaughlin. Well, in goes Kenny Black, searing into that challenge, complaining he played the ball. Left McLaughlin on the seat of his pants. Kenny Black's been booked already, of course.
Yeah, he's living a bit dangerously here. He probably does get the ball there, but it's just a little bit impetuous, and that's it. Yes, you can't afford to take a chance.
Free kick given for some pushing there by John Collins inside the area, going for the cross ball. Well, as quiet as we've seen John Collins for some time in a major match for Celtic. And that's a tribute to Jimmy Boyle, his marker. Very determined character, former Queen's Park player. An upward bounce there, and Peter Grant took a blow in the head. Steve Cooper once played to be held up. Allowed treatment for Grant. Referee Mottram has a look. Pat Bonner has the ball at his feet, and Grant recovers. McLaughlin to Collins. Good running by Faulkner. Tackle came from Sanderson. Celtic have the corner. Chance for Mark McNally to go forward to join the attack. The outswinger from Collins, and it was Simon Donnelly got his head to that. And the smaller Celtic players. So the game edging on now with a little over 25 minutes remaining, and Celtic not looking, Billy, really convincing at all.
No, they're not comfortable at this stage, but equally you've got to consider that Airdrie this half really haven't posed a threat at all. They've suggested that they might want to compete in the game, and they've certainly made life an awful lot difficult for Celtic in that midfield area, but they haven't carried the threat up front, and I think Paul Harvey really wasn't getting himself involved in the game, and obviously Alec MacDonald wanted to change it and give Tony Smith a more free running player, a little chance to see if he can open up that Celtic defence.
While the scoreline stays so close, worrying times for the Celtic supporters. Airdrie will certainly battle to the end. Well, the smart money suggested that had Celtic been able to get an early lead, they could have gone on to win 3 or 4-0. And if Airdrie were to win, they had to hang on and win it by the odd goal in the match. Might turn out to be wrong. Free kick to Airdrie again.
Yeah, the second half's really been punctuated with a whole lot of sort of silly and almost needless free kicks, and really it hasn't allowed for any free running at all.
So Celtic have the goal kick. Referee Mottram has spent a lot of time checking on injured players. The latest was Paul Jack, who's back on his feet without treatment. Celtic are pushed by McLaughlin much further forward now. Free kick would have got to be taken further back. Kenny Black, the culprit, booked earlier in the match and clearly living dangerously as we go into the tense closing stretch in the match. Here's Rudy Vata with a free kick. He wins it. McLaughlin to McStay. It's for McLaughlin again. That's very well won by Black. Sanderson's clearance helped on by Tony Smith to Lawrence. Again, the pace of Boyd important to Celtic. Good pass from Black, the first time ball, releasing Boyle. Lawrence wins it back from McKinley. They throw again to Airdrie. Well, there's such a lack of conviction about the Celtic play, you wonder just what effect an equaliser from Airdrie might have on the procession of the game. Steve Cooper's header back, swept away there by Grant. Here's Grant again. McLaughlin to Collins. Boyd playing it forward again. Push from Grant. Free kick to Airdrie. Graham Hay goes forward. That's why Boyle is waiting. Well, Pat Bono has been given the free kick. Challenged by Andy Smith. Decided to come a long way for that in the end, the Celtic goalkeeper.
It's really a poor quality free kick, and Pat Warner comes and takes it convincingly. There's no doubt there that was a foul. But it's a waste of a free kick. They possess a threat there, and they don't want to eliminate the goalkeeper and look for the big fellas to get a chance of headering it.
So there's Jimmy Sanderson. Tony Smith strong there, rolling into McNally. Black pulling down Vata. The last man for Celtic is Tom Boyd. Little slip there, almost gave an opportunity to Airdrie. He's not pleased with Vata's contribution there. There's Tony Smith. Good running by Smith. And McNally steps in with a clearance. Well, Tony Smith certainly has the pace and movement on the flank to stretch Celtic. Airdrie pushing men forward into that area. Here's Alan Lawrence. Off the head of Cooper. McKinley's clearance. First to the ball is Paul Jack for Airdrie. Well, an option inside, and the skipper Jimmy Sanderson tried to find Boyle. Celtic are going to make a change. They're going to bring on Phil O'Donnell. A push by Connolly on Sanderson, and his last contribution to the play, I think. The number 10 is being held up. It looks as though Donnelly is being withdrawn. So Donnelly goes off, and Phil O'Donnell goes on, looking to win his second Scottish Cup winners' medal, having been in the Motherwell side in 1991, along with Tom Boyd. And he scored a goal in that match. So O'Donnell and Boyd trying to have the distinction of winning Scottish Cup winners' medals for two clubs. So here's Jimmy Boyle with a throw. Lawrence comes short. McNally attacking that, so is Blatter. And Steve Cooper trying the acrobatic overhead effort. A rueful smile on his face as he gets up.
It's a better quality ball into the box, but really Steve Cooper tries something there it's almost impossible, I would have thought. But that's an interesting substitution that Celtic have made. It looks to me, and it'll be interesting to see how it develops, that Ollie Faulkner's going to play a role up the middle himself, and Brian McLaughlin and John Collins are going to come from either side to allow that space in the middle for Phil O'Donnell to break into.
At this particular point, Brian McLaughlin has gone straight up front beside Faulkner, but yet another foul. The game has been punctuated by niggling fouls, especially when the ball's in the air, a little bit of jostling going on, and referee Mottram pinning them down very diligently. So another free kick. Andy Smith signalling for the ball. Put his head to that. Well cleared inside the area by Collins. Chase on here for Hay with Faulkner. Cooper coming for that. There's Tosh McKinley. Here's Graham Hay. Wallace did well to keep that in play. The tangle with Boyd. Good by Keeler, that allowing McKinley to complete the clearance. For John Martin and the Airdrie goal. Boyd looks up, he sees the run made there by O'Donnell. Couldn't find him with a pass. There was a chance on there for an accurate pass. Phil O'Donnell playing wide on the right hand side at the moment for Celtic in midfield. There's Collins. Turned back by Paul Jack. Now Collins. Tangle of legs there. Well, the free kick is given against John Collins. Now he's being held off by Alan Lawrence, and he reacted by wrestling him to the ground. He's going to be booked for his trouble. I think that reflects the Collins frustration about the whole proceedings this afternoon.
Yeah, it's a little bit silly, but it's a little bit of skirmish there. He gets involved in that challenge. The ball gets knocked back in. Really, John's trying to wrestle his way back into that. And really, it's maybe just an indication of how frustrated he's been.
Well, they just played a book. John Collins joining Mark McNally of Celtic, Paul Jack and Kenny Black of Airdrie. That's Grant. Airdrie won it back, looking very hungry again. McNally at full stretch. That's O'Donnell. Jimmy Sanderson advancing to the edge of the penalty area for a shooting chance for Airdrie. As the throw is taken short here to Tony Smith. Martha's clear as a poor one. This is Black. The throw goes to Airdrie. Here's Lawrence. The ball was not out of play. It is now, though. A throw it is to Celtic. tense Airdrie supporters. Still in with a chance though, without question. So approaching the final quarter out of the match. Airdrie with this remarkable cup record this season. They've lost 1 out of 13 cup ties so far this season, and that was in penalties against Wraith Rovers in the World Cup semi-final. So their resilience has been well established. Vata plays it long. Poulter comes to meet it. McLaughlin would have been offside for sure had that been flicked on. Stewart looking for Smith. Cover provided by McNally for Celtic. No qualms about that hefty clearance. And the ball taking some time to come back for the Celtic supporters. Well, they would undoubtedly like to see the cup won in real style, these Celtic fans, but winning it is more important.
They're certainly not doing the team any favours, because obviously the referee is going to add time on for at the end of the match, and that's the last thing. If this game's going to be as tight as it is just now, that's the last thing that Celtic need.
There's Kenny Black with the throw. Lawrence across the 6-yard box, well blocked by McKinley. There's Black again. Collins back defending. Jack collects for Airdrie. Sanderson supported again by Jack. Blocked by Paul McStay. Celtic, the team now doing the chasing to try to get possession back. Airdrie again enjoying a good spell of possession. Nowhere to go for Paul McStay. That's Boyle. McNally's header straight back to Jack. O'Donnell forcing it forward towards Faulkner. Here's O'Donnell again. Well supported on the right by Vata. Paul McStay dropping deep to take a pass. That's given away by Vata. It's a wasted cross. Celtic liable to go back under pressure again, but Peter Grant has possession. Drops too long on the ball, but gets it back to find McLaughlin. Well, every pass from Grant there appeared to put McLaughlin in more trouble. He's won it back. Foul twice there. Well, no. The referee confusing people somewhat, the signal. Pointed apart the Airdrie way initially, but now it is taken by Celtic. Here's John Collins. Well, that sums up his afternoon so far. Boyd's back heel is effective once again. This is McKinley. Nowhere to go for Collins. Great leap there by Cooper. Moving across in front of McNally. Grant turned well. Caught from the rear by Black. As he played the ball forward, he's in trouble this time. Peter Grant. The referee will allow attention for Grant. He was caught after the ball had gone by Kenny Black, and that right knee causing trouble again. Kenny Black was involved in that, trying to make a challenge as the pass was being released by Grant.
Yeah, the situation is Peter Grant lets the ball run, and really Kenny Black, it's this challenge here that makes all the difference, and certainly the ball's well away there, and really Kenny Black is living very, very dangerously.
You see a protector scrapping there on that right knee of Peter Grant. That's the one which almost cost him a place in the final. The Very anxious to see this out. Both substitutes outfield have been committed. Well, the Celtic supporters will be delighted to celebrate a cup win if the score stays the same, even although the performance has been less than attractive or convincing. Grant remains on the field. It's a throw to Celtic. Jack was caught by McLaughlin. Another free kick. Well, referee Morton has perhaps been the busiest man in the field this afternoon. A long chase for Willie Faulkner. John Collins to Grant. McNally playing that towards the corner, allowing Faulkner to chase again. Hay gets there first. Well, Faulkner hoping for a corner kick. But it's an Airdrie throw. Tough task for Graham Hay, initially against Pierre Van Hooydonk, then against Willie Faulkner. Looks as though Airdrie will make their second substitution any minute now. Here's Andy Smith. Jim McIntyre preparing to come on. So a last throw of the dice from Alec MacDonald, because McIntyre's a striker. And they're going to withdraw a defender to bring on a striker. Graham Hay will be the player withdrawn. Well, he certainly has battled manfully in the Airdrie cause this afternoon. Beaten by Pierre Van Hooydonk for that high ball from Tosh McKinley, from which Celtic scored the only goal of the match so far. So now living a little more dangerously defensively with Jim McIntyre on for Graham Hay. Throw taken by Vata. There's Andy Smith. So some reorganisation for Airdrie. Tony Smith has dropped deeper into the left back position, attacking left back with McIntyre ahead of him. Free kick is given against Celtic. Rudy Vata penalised for that challenge on Jim McIntyre. He used to be with Bristol City, celebrated his 23rd birthday on Wednesday. A chance for Airdrie without question from the set piece. Still 1-0 to Celtic. The free kick is sent in. Comes to no harm there. Appeals for handball there for the Airdrie players. Appears nothing deliberate about that. Black tackling strongly. Here's Tom Boyd. Hasn't been upfield in the match so far. Laughlin with Boyd. Over on the far side, there's Phil O'Donnell. Here's Faulkner. O'Donnell screaming for the ball in space on the right. Goes to McLaughlin. And once again, Brian McLaughlin's cross not good enough for Celtic. Here's Lawrence in behind McNally. A chance for Airdrie. In goes Peter Grant. Excellent play by Grant. He's injured again. Clearance there by McNally. Grant is in trouble this time. It's out for a throw, and the referee will allow treatment, I'm sure. Mark McNally and Peter Grant requiring attention. Grant clearly in considerable pain.
It's good defending in actual fact, because there's just an indication that Alan Lawrence is going to get clear there. Peter Grant puts in a good challenge, and what he's damaged I'm not entirely sure, but it must be that knee of his, and it couldn't possibly be fully fit. If we see it from a different angle, Alan Lawrence is much hit the box, and timing of the tackle is excellent. Takes the ball clearly and cleanly.
So a long hold up once again. This game really could go on all afternoon without extra time. So Peter Grant recovers. He has now been named the Tennent's man of the match for his performance this afternoon. Very influential for Celtic. So the throw will be taken by Sandy Stewart here on this near side for Airdrie. There are 5 minutes remaining plus injury time, and that could be almost indefinite. Here's Kenny Black, pressurised by O'Donnell, foot up by O'Donnell, free kick to Airdrie. Well, he thought that, upsetting the Airdrie defenders by wasting some time there. So here's Sanderson. Now missed time there by Steve Cooper. McNally ducked, let the ball go behind for the goal kick. So Celtic easing their way in uncertain fashion to the Tennent's Scottish Cup. The supporters wait anxiously there, taking nothing for granted, I'm sure, at this stage. But remember, the Coca-Cola Cup looked to be won until Gordon Yale scored right over 6 minutes from the end. Porter's hit flick on. Cross comes Sanderson, getting the ball forward early. Well, the Celtic supporters now building up some vocal momentum here. Clearly risking celebrating a little bit prematurely, and certainly they're not showing many signs that they can find a way through. Jack's header, there's Grant. Peter Grant limping quite heavily now, clearly has tested that knee to the full. And Hutley-Butley at the cup final, showing some signs of wear. McKinley's long ball forward, there's offside against Faulkner. Well, it's Airdrie showing all the audience here. Alec McDonald looks on anxiously here. Time fast running out for his team. Trying to become the first non-top division team to win the cup since 1938. And Fife did that. Steve Cooper trying very hard indeed to win as many balls in the air in the box as he can, looking for flick-ons and for support from quick men around him. Well, that's the story of the cup final so far. All the time rapidly running out for Airdrie. And the noise you hear now comes from Celtic supporters. Kenny Black. Is there to be another twist in the tail before the end? McStay under severe pressure there from Cooper. Clearly a free kick to Celtic.
Yeah, it's an astonishing tussle, this. Steve Cooper's trying desperately to get in there, and Paul McStay's right in the middle of that, piggy in the middle.
Faulkner gets up well again. Faulkner trying to release McLaughlin, and a great block by Martin. That would have settled it. Well, he had very little to do in the second half in particular, but he did well to block the shot from Faulkner.
Yeah, almost looked here as though Brian McLaughlin won't end of it. When it comes out, Willie Faulkner looks up quickly, doesn't have to test the goalkeeper there, and good save by John Martin. Kept his side in for hope.
John Collins with the corner. Very few in the box for that. Airdrie leaving 3 men upfield all the time now. McNally did well to halt Lawrence. Here's Andy Smith. Goes wide here from McIntyre. Decision goes Airdrie's way. The throw. There's McIntyre again. Goal kick's been given. relief for the Celtic defence. And Tommy Barnes looks on. Jimmy Steele checks his watch. He'll know now that we're just about to go into stoppage time. But there could be a great deal of that, though. Tommy Barnes can hardly wait and hardly watch. Here's Faulkner. Chase here for Phil O'Donnell. He won't reach that, so Airdrie now trying to get the ball back into play quickly. John Martin retrieves. We're into stoppage time. It could be as much as 5 minutes of that if the referee chooses to allow it all to be added on. Checking with his linesman to see if the 90 minutes are over, which they are. Smith to Black. Cooper beaten by McNally. Here's Paul McStay. Airdrie thin at the back. Unusually so. This is McLaughlin. He'll take this for a run, I suspect. Heading for the corner flag. Well, he could be certain there would be a very stern challenge imposed on him there, as it was by Kenny Black. Throw it is, rather than a corner, I think. Throw back to Vata. Celtic keeping the ball in the corner. There's McStay. Wrestling match there. This time the throw goes to Airdrie. Sanderson in a hurry. Very difficult pass that for Smith to take. Grant lost it out of play. Well, Celtic thinking only now of seeing a time out for victory. No further thoughts of a second goal, I'm sure. Sea of green and white all around Hampden, waiting for that final whistle. Jack with Faulkner. Here's John Martin, trying to get some distance here. Didn't really succeed. Steve Cooper's lost his boot there. Smith tackled by McStay. Could be a late opportunity here for Airdrie. So Jimmy Boyle with the throw, the 3rd minute of stoppage time. That's awkward. Behind for the corner. Still more pressure for the Celtic defence. Can Airdrie save the final and take us to extra time? There won't be many more opportunities than this. Here's Kenny Black. Bonner's in trouble at the far post, and that's a goal kick. Relief you hear around the stadium from the Celtic supporters. Well, referee Les Mottram has the destination, the cup really in his hands now, because he could end the match at any time and terminate the 6-year drought for Celtic. Jack with Faulkner. Here's McIntyre. The final whistle goes! Celtic have won the 10th Scottish Cup. Tommy Bonds goes straight to Alec MacDonald. It certainly wasn't a classy, distinguished performance, but that doesn't matter to Paul McStay. Look at the joy on the captain's face. It's been a tough, grinding performance all the way through, but Celtic have achieved their target, which was victory this afternoon. They've won the 10th Scottish Cup. They're in Europe next season, and these supporters are all set to celebrate. He has a quiet smile of satisfaction as he makes his way forward. Blows a kiss to the stand. Going to collect the 10th Scottish Cup, decked with these green and white ribbons. And wait for the roar when this is held aloft to the Celtic supporters. So it's a long way up as he's congratulated by so many people on the way. The moment Paul McStay's been waiting for, the presentation of the 10th Scottish Cup to Paul McStay. And Tommy Burns savoured the moment like all the supporters all around. They've waited 6 long years for this. And it's Paul McStay's 4th winners' medal, but clearly one which means so much to him.